Hello there folks, welcome back to the channel with me, DoctorBenjyFM. Before we get started today, I want to do a thank you really. I'm going to assume a fair few of you came over to Twitch. We broke record numbers from our Twitch channel over the weekend, and I just want to say a massive thank you to those of you that came over. The first ever FM streamer showdown was a massive success, and hopefully we'll do more of it. Obviously I made a video on that. There'll be another video hopefully this week where we sort of recap what happened in it all. So I won't reveal what happened. Some of you would have, yeah. Run the intro, let's get on with Glory Hunter, come on! Folks, welcome back to Glory Hunter then with me, your boy, DoctorBenjyFM. I'm excited to get started today. Schalke and PSG. Yes, our Champions League group has been drawn, and we've got Barcelona and PSG in it. We were fourth seeds in this. What on earth is that? Fourth seeds and two massive sides. Two sides that in the future we may well be managing. And today we actually play PSG, as I want to check in with them, of course. A side that we'll either be very much up against or managing when we go over to France at some stage. You take a look at the other results we've had then. A 5-0 victory. Of course, was last time out. Freiburg was a 1-0 win. A 1-0 defeat to Hanover. We've had an injury to Chris Turl. He's not been available for a couple of weeks. We've had an international break, so he's back and fit after having sort of 3 weeks on the sidelines. And Bayer Leverkusen, away from home, a good 2-1 victory. So a couple of wins and a defeat in there already sees us sixth in the Bundesliga table. So far, Dortmund and Bayern have both played 4 games and are certainly leading the way. We have to win today to keep that hope alive. But the problem for us is we play Schalke, a side that are decent in this division. And yeah, it's going to be a tough win. A tough win, but a win. If you know how to say win there, win. Yeah, PSG coming later. That should be good fun. And yeah, some of the games coming up in October. There's some interesting ones there. I look forward to it. Of course, finishing third in the Champions League group, not the worst thing. Anyway, Schalke, let's introduce you to the team. We've changed things a little bit. And when I say a little bit, I've been changing really the instructions when in possession, in transition, and out of possession. I felt like before, we're not really playing to our strengths. We're quite a technically proficient team, but whether or not we played to that before, I don't really know. We were playing on a lower tempo. I've upped that a little bit. I want to see those wingers getting further forward, and we've moved Friss to a central midfield role, playing that defensive role. It's a problematic situation. Kessie's injured, and I need to have someone fill in the role. I think because of his technical ability, that first touch, that passing, if he can dictate play from that deeper position, that might be the ticket for us this year. Maybe even have Kessie as a more box-to-box player. Who knows? We can change things around a little bit. Kleber and Tielemans will be pairing alongside him. Wagyu Castillo, Murata, and Fleissner will be at left back, and Adriano, of course, will be in goal for this one. Turl is back in alongside Cabai, and Victor Hugo will be leading the line for us. Playing Tielemans behind Turl is sort of that Tielemans is a little bit slower than he used to be. So hopefully he'll hold his position that little bit more, while Chris Turl in front of him can sort of attack and do as he pleases. While Tielemans will still look to create things, but do it from a slightly reserved position. If we had a more box-to-box-esque midfielder, we'd probably put him in there, but Tielemans, we'll try him out for this game. Injuries at the moment: Kanga's injured, Clement, Kessie, Amarilla, and of course Pedroca. So hopefully they'll be back in future episodes. Chris Turl passed the late fitness test. He's a bit of a gamble, as is Tielemans. Everyone else fully fit, raring to go. Come on. Dortmund winning 5-1. They're looking pretty good this year, Dortmund. I've got to say it. 11 goal difference after 4. They're looking pretty good this year. They weren't very good last season, I didn't think, when they should have been. And well, we've lost to Hanover so far this season, viewers. So that's good. God, 3-year journey in Germany. You've done that before. So there's the Schalke side then. Burke, of course, we recognise from our time here, would be your first tier. He's one of those players. There must be players for teams now that you, as well as I, are starting to recognise more and more as we play. The PSG side later on is a picture of players that we will recognise. I look forward to showing you it. As, Christoph Burke. He's been solid for them throughout the years, so yeah, just stop him. All right, passionate with him. Come on, we owe Schalke after last. Come on. All right, then here we are. I've had a long weekend, 17 hours of streaming, and we're back on the Glory Hunter grind. 5 p.m. every single day this week. You know, it's like set an alarm, viewers. Set an alarm, or turn on notifications if you want. And it was nearly time for Schalke to score. I don't think I've ever encouraged you to turn on notifications. Maybe once. So feel free if you want to be notified every time there's a video. It's usually 5 p.m. but there could be mystery, viewers. You never know. Fleissner, left side, trying to get past his man. He does do. Well, he goes back across him. That was quite nice from him. Tielemans now on it and has been hurried off it. Ball forward towards Burke, and Murato does very well. Of course, still some players in this side that are getting to know the system. In fact, most of the players are getting to know the system, as Cabai finds Fleissner on this left-hand side. Ball in. Cabai was there and blocked. Cabai's been dropped by France. Oh, and to answer a question that lots of people have had, who won the World Cup, Ben? Italy did. Because, of course, Italy did. because that's the way it goes with this series. I leave, they do brilliantly. That's the rule. Schalke bring the ball forward on that side. Vaggy does brilliantly. Gets across, defends well. So far, lots of bookings. Not a lot else. I'm interested to see how we do on a slightly higher tempo. I've been in very much tactical mode all weekend, playing against 7 other creators, so I'm thinking more about it as we progress. But it's nice to play against the computer, really. I don't have to talk to someone else during it. As Fleecer, back to basics, viewers. Basically, that's what I'm getting at. As Tielemans on it again. Fliss again in the centre now. Lovely ball out to Vagu on that side. Can't get past his man. And I want to call him Vagu every time for some reason. He's back on the ball again. I think it's the German in me at this stage, viewers, as he goes for a shot on goal. 30 minutes gone. Still 0-0, but of course Schalke were a contender last year. So we have to be sensible about this game as Tielemans' corner is rubbish. Schalke again on that side, racing forward, and we've got to try and stop him. He cuts inside. What an amazing dribble that is. It's a good save by Adriano in goal, but that wasn't great. And a few comments as well, speaking of Adriano, why didn't you get the keeper from Ajax in, Ben? He went to Wolves for 26 million. We've got our keeper in for 12, and at the time, our budgets were a bit tight. It was pre-selling Brown, so I was a bit strapped for cash at that point, viewers. And now, obviously, maybe things would have been different. Who knows? As we're back on the ball here, viewers. Maybe it won't matter. As we're still looking for the best out of Chris Turl, who's floating around. Him and Kabay taking up quite similar positions. Those two have to figure it out amongst each other. As Clever tests the goalkeeper. Who's a clever boy then? No, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't patronise Clever. He's been through a lot. All right, so far so good. We've been balanced in a game which I don't really want to lose, and yeah, we've had the best of it so far. So far, one clear-cut chance for us, nothing for them. So they're struggling. They are panicked, viewers. Also, a lot of people disappointed that Schouten not a bigger part of this team as he has been before. Me, boss! Me, boss! Yeah. You turn up whenever, don't you? Look, your defenders that are playing instead of you are on the pitch there. They've cocked that up, Schouten. You could be back in. Excellent, boss. I'm just going to go warm up. Cheers, Schouten. Cheers, mate. It's so loud. All right, 25 minutes to go. And it's at what point, Ben, do we decide to make a tactical switch here? I'm going to make the bold move of playing Chris Turl as a poacher. This might look ridiculous, but I want that bit of quality in the final third. And I think him and Kabay at the moment are taking up each other's space. In fact, is it better to switch these boys around and maybe do it the other way around? I think it is. Tielemans to be a little bit less attacking. Can you only have two deep line playmakers next to one another? I think you can. People don't always agree. In fact, with Tielemans, change my mind. Just a central midfielder on support. That's all we're looking for from Yuri. In terms of a change, it's tricky. Diallo, maybe, for Victor Hugo. That could be the move. Or even for Kabay. In fact, yeah, 15 minutes to go. Let's get him on. All right, is there going to be a winner? Final 15. We'll go more positive. I'll take the draw against Schalke, I'll be honest. After losing a game already this season, and at the time it was just ticking away. Wow, an exciting 0-0 for us all, viewers. As I should have been shouting at them more. Am I coming on, boss? No, I was talking about the... It's over now, mate. It's over. See you in the changing room, boss. Yeah, cheers, Schouten. Cheers, mate. Not a problem. 0-0. Bit underwhelmed? Yeah, me too. Far from pleased with what I've seen from the team tonight. You've got to be aggressive. I don't think we've created enough. And whether that's to do with the tactical familiarity that we're working with at the moment, we'll have to wait and see. But something's not quite clicking somewhere, and we'll have to work on it. It's a new system, though. I've got to stick with it. I've only played like 4 matches with it, and I've got to carry on. When I say 4, I mean 4 competitive. We did a lot of it in pre-season as well. So the players are starting to get to know it, but of course we brought in a few late as well, so they have to get involved too. PSG to come then. It's learning. We're learning. And this is about to be a huge test against the best team in France. Come on. All right then, team-wise, one change. Tielemans isn't registered. I figured he was probably the weakest of my midfielders, and there's a few I want to play as well. And again, it's one of those situations, really. And he was like, I say all this. He was fine with it. He said, I've been left out, boss. What's happened? I went, sorry, Yuri. He went, that's all right. And it was, we're friends again. That's why he was brought in, viewers, just to be nice to me. All right, let's have this bench ready as I'll run you through the team in just a moment, viewers. There we go then. So, Adriano, of course, will be in goal again. Waki one side, Fleeson at the other side, Morata and Castillo. Clever, Friss and Kessie comes in. I mentioned before, maybe that box-to-box role might be better suited. We'll stick him in behind Chris Turl. Kabay one side, Victor Hugo through the middle, and let's see if we can finally get this working a little more. Of course, there might be a situation where Kabay is dropped and Victor Hugo is partnered with Diallo, and then we play Chris Turl in behind. That is definitely possible. There on the PSG side then, you can see loads of familiar faces. Bill McChrystal is on the left-hand side. Kai Havertz in the centre, of course, who we've just done with France. Pellegrini, who I'm sure lots of you recognise. And Ceccarelli, who we had at Italy, again, the star of the show, has just been bought by PSG for £59 million. Pavard's in there. I think they've bought Botella recently, so there's loads of familiar faces. And, yeah, I mean, a tough side, but a beatable side. Long gone are the days of Mbappe, Neymar, Cavani, you know, those like Verratti, not there anymore. Not there. We are at least 10. Some of those are 40 now, so that'll be why. They're probably managers, actually. We should one day, I should do an entire video based on who's managing where, because some of them are very funny. The life and times of Nangolan that is something to behold. I think it was Grimsby manager for a little bit. He's been around. Adam Lallana's Italian adventure. That's something we should talk about as well. As Victor Hugo racing on goal here. Well, it's PSG. It's a chance to qualify out of the... No, now this is bizarre. Viewers, it's our first chance of the game. It's 23 minutes gone, and we lead. I mean, it's good work. I'll be fair enough. Victor Hugo's done brilliantly. Pounced on that. Our number 9 racing forwards, and the finish was very, very good. The keeper stood motionless. I mean, it's good to find a bit of form, I guess. Right? That's the positives. I'm all too well aware, though, really, that our games against Bayern Munich and our games against Borussia Dortmund are pretty much going to define our Bundesliga season. So they will be the big games this year. We have to focus on those. And if I just don't lose 8 times to smaller opposition, we should be all right. We beat Bayern twice last year, remember? And hopefully we can do it again. As Chris Tells ball to Victor Hugo there was sensational. Victor Hugo... Oh, he did everything right, and the finish just wasn't to be. It was brilliant work from him, though. I wonder if it's one of those systems that against better sides, it'll just do better, and against the smaller sides, it's tougher to break things down. But at half-time, Leipzig 1, PSG 0. It'd be a big result. I mean, I want to come third, really. I don't want to have to throw games in the Champions League, viewers. I really don't. And I know what you're going to say. You shouldn't be doing that. You should be moving to teams in the Europa League and battling. But it's Barcelona and PSG, so... I don't know how to feel, viewers. We're playing well. The front not playing well. Adriano's playing well. Castillo playing well in his first Champions League game, of course. Remember, he's Ecuadorian. He's not played here before. He's loving it. And the time's ticking away. And it's difficult to make changes as well. As Kleber on the free kick on that side whips the ball in, and we go close. It's a very, very, very even game right now. Do I make a switch? Wagyu's on a bit of a booking, not having a great game. Marcus Paulo is going to come on to replace him. He's struggling a little bit for fitness. I mean, Victor Hugo's doing great. I don't even want to make a move attacking-wise, really. And in the centre, again, we're looking good. Paulo Mekwa is the only one, really, that could feature now for Kleber. But, I mean, set pieces, Kleber's brilliant. Kleber is on all set pieces. You saw him take a free kick a moment ago. That is really his role. Not on corners. I say on set pieces. I think we've got Turl on the corners. But he's got 17 free kicks as Fleissner at left-back is struggling. I should almost certainly have taken him off there. As you can see, we're set for the ball here. Out to the fullbacks it goes as... Bit of possession. Nice. Friss in the centre. I assume he's had a solid game. Kessie now with a little bit of room to manoeuvre. And playing 3 in midfield, or almost 5 in midfield, you do tend to overload midfields quite often. And that's what we've seen in this highlight, especially as Kleber tries to take on his man. We've got to get back, though. Our fullbacks, we do look for the overlap. Maybe it's something to consider in the latter stages. Diaz, big chance. I'm in 2 minds, viewers. I'm in 2 minds. Am I supposed to hate this? Or is this like quite a good first result in a group like this? I don't know. I mean, Ceccarelli, it's obvious what I should have done, by the way. Just to be clear, should have gone defensive about probably 10 minutes ago. And, not that. And taken off our overlap. That's what should have happened. But now it's 1-1. I guess we stick with it. Fleissner should have come off as well. But left back cover is still a bit of an issue. If they win the game, viewers, now that is going to be... That is not happening. We're fine. A 1-1 though against PSG, that's pretty good. Would PSG win the Bundesliga? Probably. So although it's 2 draws, a 0-0 and a 1-1, I can take a bit of heart from both of these. You know, you're unlucky tonight. I mean, it was a decent performance. I'll take that. Elsewhere, Lazio winning, Barcelona beating Sparta Prague, as we'd probably expect. Liverpool, Sociedad, Bayern winning their games as well. When will we next meet then? That's a good question. I don't know, Ben. When will we next meet? We play Hertha Berlin in there, but with the ghost of Hertha Berlin is kind of over. I'm tempted to fly forward, viewers, towards the Dortmund game. Maybe Sparta Prague, maybe PSG again, but pairing it this time with Borussia Dortmund and fly through a little bit. Of course, we've done a league season last year. There's lots of games in there, and I think the second half of the season, that's going to be telling. Bayern towards the end as well. That's going to be a tough one, as well as Dortmund again later down the line. We'll know where we sort of are. With 2 to go, we'll have PSG and Barcelona to play. Hopefully we do the business against Sparta Prague, but again, the group's tricky. Let me know what you think. Comment section, get involved, and maybe we'll talk things through and decide together. But if you enjoyed today's video, please do drop a like on it. Let's aim for that 1,000 like target. Do you know what, gang? And I say this with a smile on my face. I don't remember the last time you didn't hit it. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you again for more. 5 PM. Remember, I'm live every day on Twitch as well, as I've just hit a hanger, viewers. I'll leave that with you. Goodbye.